Late 60s ultra death ray. She's amazing.
If I were a woman, I'd marry her.
And I'd jeopardize our friendship by nailing your hot wife.
Let's talk about stamp collecting. I mean, Lepidopterists. Another season 3 episode focused on our extended venture family. We see the Monarch has got his passion for arching back again.
At my signal, we show this Dr. Venture the true power of the cocoon!
21 and 24 being literally the best henchmen in the business.
My head's gonna explode. I can't hear squat.
And more JJ. Who doesn't love that little guy?
No time for inappropriate, baffling sing-song, Eddie. Venture team, assemble Ventronic!
So let's jump into this and go Team Venture. This episode carries on from exactly where we left off 2 episodes ago at the end of Tears of a Sea Cow.
Fine! Can I open my eyes yet?
Oh! The scary big brown flying poo-poo!
A giant flying poo-poo is heading towards Spider Skull Island.
Minions! Reduce speed to impulse power!
The Monarch is fueled by murderous intent and he has got a new toy to show off, his lightning cannon.
Charge the lightning cannon! All battle stations at the ready!
JJ prepares his team in an awesome badass suit-up sequence. JJ is Ventronic Red, the head and body of the robot. Mech? Robot?
Ventronic Red is go! Join me!
Sally Impossible is Ventronic's Yellow. She's the legs.
Ventronic Gold is go! I form the legs!
The pirate captain, Ventronic Blue, is the flaming sword and right arm of justice.
Ventronic Blue is go! I form the right arm!
And Ned is also there, and he has a flying clown drill skull head face arm thing.
Whee! Slide burn! No! No! Eddie, no light! I'm flying! Make a happy smile!
Ned's great in this episode. He brings like such genuine warmth to Spider Skull Island. He's such a lovable character, even though people are horribly mean to him.
The ape's daffy, head full of pudding.
Friend!
Hey!
And JJ's Vulture clone with a clown extension seems to be absolutely destroying the Monarch.
Got a clue! Use the energy blade! Aye, aye!
Who is not the greatest of villains, so when he's matched up against someone who's, you know, more competent than Rusty or a manatee person, he kind of gets his butt kicked.
Oh, it's not responding! All systems are down. We're sitting ducks!
So realizing he's not going to win this fight through combat prowess, he does the Monarch thing and tries to use his charisma to talk down JJ.
Have 1 minute to surrender your big robot thing. If you refuse, we will open fire!
Who doesn't fall for the Monarch's tricks, especially after he uses a no-no word? Because we don't use no-no words.
Honestly, what are you doing, you retard?
No word!
Yes, it is, Nettie.
Did he just cut me off?
Retard is a hateful word. We don't use those slurs.
The Monarch just really doesn't care how he makes other people feel.
Poor Ned has skin that's 3 inches thick. Now, how do you think that makes him feel?
Itchy? I don't know.
Dr. and Mrs. Monarch, on the other hand, delivers a real threat. She explains to JJ how this game works.
Then the guild steps up their game. You throw a rock, they throw a knife. You throw a knife, and they come to your house when you're sleeping and murder your family.
It's supposed to be a cat and mouse, not, you know, cat and tiger.
Just keep it cat and mouse, not cat and missile.
Given time to come up with a better plan, the Monarch gathers his greatest team and Henchman 1.
Henchman 21 and 24, front and center.
And henchman number 1.
And henchman number 1.
To perform a dark S7 maneuver that will presumably defeat JJ.
I want you 3 to execute a dark S7 maneuver.
And we learn why the Monarch likes 21 and 24 so much as his go-to henchman. That right combination of expendable and invulnerable.
Is there a reason you always use 21 and 24?
I know it sounds crazy, but they both have that rare blend of expendable and invulnerable that makes for a perfect henchman.
JJ tries to contact Watch and Ward for some help with what is going on here. This is his first time dealing with an antagonist.
We've done all we can. I'm sorry your placement isn't working out. But really, it's not our problem.
Unfortunately, the customer support you get from Watch and Ward and the guild is not very helpful. Though they do lead on to tell him he's probably getting contact with the OSI.
Who handles the protagonists?
What, are you serious? OSI! Duh.
Can you patch me through?
Oh, sure. Just let me get my red phone.
And after Watch and Ward drops some sick burns.
Oh my god, when you were a kid, did you ever make G.I. Joe hump Rainbow Bright?
Yeah.
He's what their kid would have looked like.
JJ retreats back to Spider Skull Island. The Monarch tries to pursue, but instead jettisons his cannon and cuts the engines. It's all part of his master plan.
Jettison the lightning cannon out the port hatch.
Tronic, take us home.
Dr. Girlfriend seems not so convinced by.
Yeah, are you gonna tell me what the hell you have planned?
What? You don't trust me?
The pirate captain gets lectured by JJ on being evil because he used to be a pirate. And I'm fully on the pirate captain's side here. He has completely changed his ways. He used to be a real bad guy and now he pilots a mech.
Hey, I was a pirate, I get it. Look, if you can't get over my pirate past, we'll never move forward.
As they continue to argue and eventually get back to Spider Skull Island, as Cardholder and Doe show up.
My name is Mr. Doe, and this is my associate, Mr. Cardholder.
I think this is the first time we see them in the show. They are OSI officials, business professionals, and not very big fans of Flavor Flay.
So who are the dead men I'm speaking to?
That's a joke.
Regular cut-up.
You should give him a reality show.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch it twice.
Even if Flavor Flav was in it.
And after darting the pirate captain, causing probably a slight relapse into some serious issues he probably had in the past, they offer to help JJ with his butterfly problem.
Is there a reason you just darted my man?
Our henchman squad arrive on the island, having snuck back on the backs of Ventronic.
My head's gonna explode. I can't hear squat.
After a quick little Valsalva maneuver, which I only learn about from this episode, but is like a real thing that other people know.
The Valsalva maneuver is when you adjust the pressure in your middle ear, silly. Swallow or a yawn should do the trick.
That is a name?
21 and 24 tell henchman number 1 how he's gonna die. And it's also the first time anybody brings up Speedy since the first episode, which is fun. Though, obviously, tragic, horrible death.
Let me tell you a story about a little henchman named Speedy.
The captain's back on Trank Darts, much to Sally's dismay.
So I'm a disappointment, I guess. Help the pirate. The pirate can't do anything for himself. Why are you such a bitch? Like you're perfect.
And our Lepidopterists bring in a butterfly expert, Brock Sampson.
Friend!
Looks like our exterminator has arrived.
It's left up to Brock to explain to JJ how this system all works.
These guys like their system. It's what they do.
You can't just kill the Monarch, because what you've really got as your antagonist is a bunch of psychotic, genius, mental weirdos all dressed up in costumes.
You take that away and you are looking at a bunch of pissed off nutbags with giant octopus/tank with laser eyes.
And the only reason they aren't just murdering people out on the streets is because there is a system in place that they like to follow. So JJ says he's going to do what his daddy did. Put on a show.
We put on a big show. Do it like dear old Daddy Venture would have. Then everybody's happy.
The Monarch is literally gluing the cocoon back together.
Use nails for now, or glue, I don't care.
All while his plan starts to fall into place.
Antagonist, in case of survival or escape, is granted extended vengeance. This includes guild-sanctioned immediate relative.
By JJ trying to kill him, he now has arching rights on all of JJ's family.
So, all I gotta do is stay alive? And Rusty Venture is mine?
That means he's back onto Rusty, baby. As long as he survives. The infiltration of Spider Skull Island is not going the best, as 2/3 of the infiltration squad don't want to swim down narrow corridors and well drown.
I got freaked out when I had to do that playing Tomb Raider.
Oh, and she did that creepy drowning contortion thing. That was grisly.
Obviously, it's traumatic when that happens to you in Tomb Raider. Drowning in real life must be a little bit worse. Ultra Death Ray. JJ has an ultra death ray that was built in Spider Skull Island by Scaramantula, and everybody wants to have a go.
Oh, no fucking way. Late 60s Ultra Death Ray? She's amazing. Saddle operated with Doomco gearing. Freaking gorgeous.
And you can't blame them. It's an ultra death ray. It's like the coolest bit of equipment you can have.
If I were a woman, I'd marry it.
And I'd jeopardize our friendship by nailing you hot white.
21 and 24 who have managed to bring no equipment. They've taken their utility belts off and are leaving Henchman 1 to do the entire mission and bullying him for it.
We don't wear our utility belts.
Yeah, they're dorky. Kind of like fanny packs for henchmen. Plus, they make me look fat.
Telling him everything he does is wrong and going to get him killed.
I carry my full complement of utilities. He says as he electrocutes himself.
Though somehow the henchmen succeed and they pull off the Dark S7 maneuver.
Okay, done. Easy peasy. So now you know what the Dark S7 maneuver is. We do?
So, the Monarch, surprised,
The S7 maneuver is complete.
Was?
readies the Capricorn device and appears to be charging the island.
Engage the Capricorn device!
And he tells JJ to prepare questions for his dead dad, which is kind of a bottom tier line for the Monarch. He's going to be pretty good at those.
You might want to make a list of questions for your father.
21 and 24 plan their escapes and just explain to Henchman 1 that there's nothing they can do. He is destined to die on this mission because everyone 21 and 24 go out with must die.
You go off and meet your maker while 24 and I keep going this
So
way.
just as we learn Henchman 1's name,
I'm Scott Hall. My name is Scott Hall, okay? Nope, won't help.
Now it's just pathos.
he steps onto an alarmed floor.
Well... Oh, come on!
And fun bit of trivia, that's the same noise as Moonbase Alpha. Hopefully, pew. And now a very jealous Brock Sampson, kind of disappointed he didn't get to fire the death laser.
Is the great Brock Sampson jealous of my super sweet death ray?
Kinda.
Top tiddlywinks.
Heads out onto the floor.
I'll check it out unless you feel like letting me shoot that thing.
No chance, Sampson.
And seeing the very obvious Scott Hall, chases after him, letting 21 and 24 get away with the old Scooby-Doo trick, pretend to be a statue.
I've always wanted to try this.
They run into the pirate captain.
You guys are henchmen, eh?
Ah, jeez, you're real.
You gents don't carry dart guns, do ya?
And give him their best Pulp Fiction. And they tranquilize the captain up, which is I think the last time we see his addiction till what, season 6 now? So good on the captain for staying clear for however many years. The Scott keeps running and fighting with Brock Sampson. We see the cocoon drawing closer. And JJ readying the death ray. Just as he fires his blast, destroying the cocoon in a fiery wreckage, we see Henchman 1 beaten to death by Brock Sampson. It's all over. And as the after credits scene rolls around, we see a very disappointed and upset 21 and 24.
Oh, I'm gonna have to move back in with my dad.
Lamenting what they're going to do with their lives now without the Monarch. Who rings them up? He is back at his home in Malice and explains to 21 and 24 that they managed to hack the video surveillance and JJ just blew up a cloud.
A midget shot his cannon into a cloud. How do you not know that? You dinks are the ones who installed the video surveillance patch. Hate that you're my best man. Honestly.
Much to their surprise, as they have to break the bad news to the Monarch that Henchman 1 had died death by Sampson.
Wait, what happened to Henchman 1?
Which is the first time that line is used in the show.
Perfect.
Probably not the last. Definitely not the last. So I will catch you next time, and go Team Venture. Go Team Venture.